The biggest problem of today's time is the lack of focus. But this video will increase your focus by up to 98%. So tell me, how sharp is your focus right now? Let's test it. You will see 4 dots on your screen. For the next 15 seconds, just keep your eyes fixed on the center dot. If your focus power is strong, the other 3 dots will start to disappear. 3, 2, 1. Let's start. Music plays. So, how many dots disappeared? If all 3 dots disappeared, congratulations. Your focus level is already excellent. But if none disappeared, or only 1 or 2, that means your focus has become very weak. But don't worry, you're not alone. Today, this is everyone's problem. Students, professionals, even entrepreneurs. Your whole environment is filled with distractions. Instagram, YouTube Shorts, endless notifications. All of them are hacking your brain. Now the good news is, neuroscience has a solution. You can retrain your focus and concentration power. Research says attention works just like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. But if you ignore it, it gets weaker over time. To increase focus and concentration, there's a method called metacognitive therapy. One of its techniques is called ATT, Attention Training Technique, which can increase your focus up to 10 times in just a few days. Using this method, we're going to share with you a 5-step system called FOCUS. Don't miss the last step, because that's the root cause of why you're not able to focus. Just follow it for 7 days, and after that, take the dot test again to check your results. You'll see how much sharper your focus has become. F. Fix your eyes. Focus starts with your eyes. Science says our brain only concentrates on what our eyes are fixed on. Your eyes decide first where attention should go, then the brain activates. But today, our eyes are always wandering. Phone screens, notifications, random objects in the room. And with them, our focus also scatters. So the first step is to train your eyes. This is called gaze fixation drills. The U.S. military even trains soldiers in this practice so they can maintain laser-sharp focus in battle. In ancient India, there's a yogic technique called Tratak Kriya, where you continuously stare at a flame without blinking, which sharpens focus. Why does it work? Research shows that people with high concentration blink only 7 times a minute, while easily distracted people blink about 20 times a minute. So, controlling your eyes is the real key to focus. Practical tip: every day for 90 seconds, choose an object, a candle flame or a dot on the wall, and stare at it without moving your eyes. You can blink, but don't look away. Do this for 7 days, and you'll notice your focus improving by 30 to 40%. Oxygenate. Whenever you sit down to work or study, do you feel like, I don't feel like it, can't focus, my brain isn't working, feeling low energy, feeling sleepy? Most people grab coffee or tea for an instant boost. But the most powerful thing is oxygen. Neurologists say when you do deep breathing, the oxygen level in your brain instantly increases, giving your neurons energy. Deep breathing also activates your parasympathetic nervous system, PNS. See, our nervous system has 2 parts. Sympathetic nervous system, SNS. Fight or flight mode. Heart rate increases, muscles tighten, the brain thinks only about survival. Parasympathetic nervous system, PNS. Rest and digest mode. Heart rate normal, body relaxed, and most importantly, your prefrontal cortex, the boss of focus and decision-making, works at full power. That's why U.S. Navy SEALs use a technique before missions to make their focus razor sharp. It's called box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Do this for just 2 minutes before working or studying, and you'll instantly feel the difference. Have you ever noticed in the gym, if a beginner tries to deadlift 100 kilograms directly, he'll injure himself in 2 days? But if he starts with small weights and increases gradually, his body adapts. Focus is the same. The mistake most of us make: when we sit to study or work, we expect ourselves to focus for 2 straight hours. That's impossible. The brain works in natural rhythms. Sleep researcher Nathaniel Kleitman discovered the basic rest activity cycle. Even during the day, our focus and energy follow 90-minute waves, called ultradian rhythms. Think of it like ocean waves. First the wave rises, focus sharp, then it falls, focus drops. If you work with this natural rhythm, productivity becomes effortless. Science also shows that in the first 10 to 15 minutes of deep focus, your brain releases acetylcholine and norepinephrine, which fuel attention. As you extend the focus session, these chemicals work even more effectively. So the best hack is, do 90 minutes of deep work or study. Take a 15 to 20-minute break, not scrolling your phone. Break means walk, drink water, stretch. You unclutter noise. Imagine this. You're at your desk, laptop open, phone buzzing, books scattered everywhere. You want to focus, but your brain is constantly fighting for where to give attention. That's why people like Bill Gates, when writing Windows code, had only a desk and a computer in his room. He'd work until he fell asleep there. Thomas Edison would lock himself in his workshop for 48 hours, but his tools were always perfectly organized. Stanford research confirms a cluttered desk reduces productivity by 30%, so just removing unnecessary things can make you 30% more productive without extra effort. Nikola Tesla was famous for having a surgically precise workshop. Every tool, wire, notebook had a fixed place. He believed a cluttered environment means a cluttered mind. So how to cut noise and unclutter your workspace? Keep your phone away or turn on focus mode. Make your desk minimalist. Only keep items related to your current task. If you like silence, use noise-canceling headphones. If you prefer some background, play binaural beats on YouTube. Use a ritual object, like a candle, plant, or special notebook, to signal your brain that deep work is starting. S. Stay in flow. Here's the truth. If you're forcing yourself to focus on something, whether studying, working, or learning a skill, it's because you don't want to do it. That's why it feels so hard to focus. But why don't you want to do it? Because it feels boring, right? Now listen carefully. That task is not boring. It also gives dopamine. But the problem is, your brain is overloaded with cheap dopamine from Instagram scrolling, YouTube shorts, gaming, junk content. These give your brain such high dopamine spikes that real productive tasks, like studying, working out, completing a project, feel dull in comparison. So you wonder, why can't I focus? The answer, your brain doesn't find it rewarding anymore. The solution? Dopamine reset with the boredom challenge. Every day, do 10 minutes of a boring activity without your phone. Examples. Take a walk, stare at a blank wall, help with household chores, do a repetitive task. When your brain relearns to value natural dopamine, suddenly studying, working, or practicing a skill feels rewarding again. Then, you won't need to force focus. You'll naturally slip into flow. Psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, the father of flow, said, "The best moments in life are when we are fully engaged, completely immersed in what we are doing." So boredom is your brain's gym. Passion is your reward. First train with boredom, then master flow, and your focus will become laser sharp automatically. Final note, and one more important update. If you not only want to sharpen your focus, but also end procrastination, rewire your mind for discipline, and learn the best time management system, then definitely join our program, The Success Secret. The price will soon double, so check the description and pinned comment to join today and become part of the top 1%. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss upcoming content. Thank you for watching.